I am California of the past.
I am California of the past.
I
I am
am
California of the past.
Hi, my name is Bill Jennings, and I'd like to talk to you about my experience with the Black Panther Party. I joined the Black Panther Party at 17 years old. I was living in East Oakland, and I was going to Laney College in 1968, June, and I heard from the campus they were hollering for Huey to be free. So me and my friends went down to the college, went down to Alameda County Courthouse, and they had a big rally there. It just coincidentally, at that time, I was reading a book called The Autobiography of Malcolm X, and the Panthers were talking more or less the same thing what Malcolm was talking about. So I took one of their brochures and kind of followed them for a few weeks, and I ran into a Panther on Laney campus, and he said, "We're going to start an office over on 75th and East 14th. Come on down." So I got off the bus on 75th and East 14th and one of the 80 buses and walked across the street, and the Panther office had just opened. I signed the application and became a party member. But you just couldn't become a party member like that. You had to go through a 6-week training. So there was about 40 books you would have to read, community work you had to be done, and military stuff you would have to learn. And so I went through the 6 to 8 week training and became a Black Panther Party member. And when the Black Panther Party as an organization started feeding kids in 1968, 1969, East Oakland had 4 free breakfast programs. So we fed thousands of kids every morning here in East Oakland, as well as we sold the Black Panther Party newspaper, which was an educational tool to educate people about their rights and the background on what the Black Panther Party was about. When Huey got out of jail, we started instituting programs like the free food program. We would give away 10,000 free bags of groceries every 2 months in Oakland. And in 1972, we gave away 10,000 free bags of groceries. And also in East Oakland, we opened a Oakland Community School in 1973, which became the model for charter schools for the state of California. Governor Brown at that time had set his board of instructions to the Oakland Community Center to see how we ran, and were very impressed with us, and we became the model for charter schools in 1974. In East Oakland, I was one of the many things that I enjoyed doing was registering people to vote. And during Bobby Seale's campaign for mayor of 1973, I opened up an office on 55th and East 14th and ran that campaign office, which became the main campaign office for Bobby Seale. Even though Bobby Seale didn't win that particular election, it opened the door for many black and brown candidates running for mayor, and also who won seats on account of Bobby. And one of those persons is John George. Another one of those persons is Barbara Lee. Another one of those persons is Lionel Wilson. Barbara Lee, as a student at Mills College, used to be a precinct worker under me. She used to come to our office every day and do community work. Also, there's other parts of the history of the Black Panther Party that hadn't been discussed, as far as like liberation schools. The Black Panther Party in 1968 started liberation schools, and we started teaching young people. At that time, black and brown history wasn't taught in any particular school, so we took it upon ourselves to do that. The Black Panther Party merged education and nutrition together, where no one else was able to do that. Right now in America, there's 10,000 kids being fed lunch and breakfast today because the Black Panther Party started that, and started here in Oakland. And also, the Black Panther Party had 11 free medical clinics. The legacy lives on and on and on because of our deeds, what we've done in the past. Our influence lives on through music. We have young brothers like Tupac, who was a Panther baby, talking about the Panthers in his songs before he was killed. You have a guy from Oakland here, Boots Riley, one of the top hip hop guys, and his whole political education is around community organizing. You got people like Common, who express the ideology of the Black Panther Party through their songs and their plays. So with influences like that, and like I said, mentioned Kalita Smith, she is a Panther youth on a major TV program, And one of the strong points of the Black Panther Party is that from the very get-go, the Black Panther Party saw the struggle as a class struggle. We never saw the struggle as a race struggle. So racism is just a byproduct of capitalism, and we're against capitalism because it exploits people and it made us slaves, and it promotes imperialism, where our country go to other countries and take over their countries for money. So we were never caught up in that game. We always believed in the class struggle. That's why we had strong ties to the Brown Beret. In 1970, 71, the Brown Beret took over one of our free breakfast programs because it was down in the Latino section of Jingletown, as it was known at that particular time, a Fruitvale area. A lot of migrant workers and people lived in the area, used to work there because they had a Del Monte canning factory there. And a lot of people come from miles around and not have any public service or not know anybody, just come to work, and they were kind of like out there. So we took it, we started it. Brown Berets said, hey, this is our community, we appreciate that, and they took it over and did a great job with it. They also stood with us in support of Huey P. Newton and political prisoners. We also worked with a lot of white groups, Student for Democratic Society. People shouldn't forget where they came from, and this is why I keep bringing back images and information from the past, because we got to know our past in order to go forward. And this is what we're all about, trying to educate the people. All power to the people.